Hello everyone and welcome to the 191st edition of Spooky Reviews from Spooky Ventures. I'm Gary Hill and I'm both your host and your reviewer. This time around I'm looking at a Blu-ray release of a movie called Hellbender. Now Hellbender comes from the Addams Family. Not the Addams Family from the TV show. This is the people who do independent movies. I previously reviewed their The Deeper You Dig and interviewed them. Both the review and interview are still out there on this channel, and I'll include the links in the details section of this video. The Addams Family is a real family. The parents are John Addams and Toby Poser. They have two daughters, Lulu and Zelda, and they make independent horror movies together. They also have a band named Hellbender, and the music from that band is heard in this film. Now, this movie is unique and intriguing. It centers around a mother and daughter, appropriately played by Poser and her daughter Zelda. They live in a home in the woods, and we quickly realize there's something strange about them. Of course, the first clue to that is in the prologue scene, where we see Poser playing a character who is taking part in a hanging of someone, and she winds up shooting the person when the hanging doesn't kill that person. That scene appears to be quite a ways in the past, so if it's the same character, she is very old in the modern scenes. I'm not going to spoil that part for you, but I found myself wondering if it was the same character or not. While the mother and daughter are the main characters in the film, there are a few others who show up here and there. Among the other actors in the movie are father John Addams and the other daughter Lulu Addams. Lulu has the bigger role of the two, playing Zelda's character's Izzy's friend. Now, this borders on elevated horror with a lot of artsy angles and scenes, but it's not elevated horror to where it doesn't make any sense, which some of the stuff to me does. There are parts that take place in dreams and visions. That's kind of a common theme with the Addams Family movies. It does make it a little hard to follow at times, but it's worth the effort. The story is deeply rooted in nature and the cycle of life, but again, I'm not going to say any more about that because I don't want to be providing spoilers. There are some gross scenes in this, largely involved with consumption rituals and sharing of blood and things like that. There's also a lot of implied violence against animals. Now, it's all camera tricks or talk, though. I know that does bother some people, so I thought I would mention it. And there are some carcass shots of animals as well. Overall, this seems to be the kind of movie that sinks in a little more with repeated viewings. It's dark, it's thought-provoking, and it has a real folk horror kind of vibe to it. Oh, and the music sections, sort of punk meets goth meets straight pop rock, definitely add to the experience. There are quite a few bonus features here, including music videos. I think those music videos might be the most compelling for me, but it's always good to see a decent amount of stuff on the video in addition to the main film, so I'm definitely not complaining. I'm not sure I like this as much as I do The Deeper You Dig, but it is its own movie. It's kind of hard to compare them side by side because the scope and focus of the two movies are so different, even though there are some similarities just because they're both the work of the Addams Family. Spooky Ventures is the home for spooky content and spooky merchandise on the web. Check it out today at spookyventures.com. And remember, always keep it spooky.